tip, ridge, edge, guard, handle, body, and tassel. Hold and grip sword. Hold the sword guide with thumb on one side of sword guard, the middle finger, ring finger, and little fingers on the other side. The palm touching the guide near the handle, and the sword body is against the forearming back. Grip the sword. Thumb side of the hand is against the guard. All fingers second joints except the thumb in line with the edge of the sword. The basic skills. Thrust. When thrust forward, the force be focused in the tip of the sword. Arms straightened and be in line with the sword. When the tip of the sword points forward with edge up, called edge up sword. When edges of the sword keeping flat, called flat sword. Shoulder level thrust. The tip of the sword should be at shoulder level. Head level thrust. The tip of the sword should be as high as head. Knee level thrust. The tip of the sword should be at knee level. Low thrust. The tip of the sword should be near the ground. Back thrust. All the movements should be coordinated with turning body or leaning back. While doing leaning body thrust, forearm twist outward until the palm face out. The sword thrust out upward or downward. At the same time, the body and the forearm hold the sword leans forward. Hack. Hack downward with the tip of the sword. The force should be focused on the body of the sword, and the arm should be in line with the sword. Vertical circle hack. Circling at the left or right side of the body. Keep the circling vertical work. Back vertical circle hack. All the movements should be coordinated with turning body. Parry. When doing parry, the force should be focused on the upper part of the sword. When doing up-backward parry, the sword should be close to the body. And doing down-backward parry, the sword should be close to the body too. And keep the sword near the body while doing vertical circle parry. Uppercut. The force should reach at the upper part of the sword. When doing front uppercut, the forearm twist and the palm face out, and the sword move past face and circles to the upper front. Back uppercut. The same movements as front uppercut. Cloud sword. Make horizontal circles above head called cloud. When doing overhead circles, body and head leans back. Sword moves clockwise to complete a full circle. And the sword should move counterclockwise and head leans leftward when doing left cloud. The same movements should be done when doing right cloud. Slice. The sword makes a horizontal circle movement at one side called slice. The force comes out from the body of the sword. If doing spinning slice, the body should spin one or more circles. Envelopment. The tip of the sword makes small horizontal circles at one side of the body called envelopment, and the force reaches at the upper part of the sword. Block. Whether the sword block upward at the right or left side, the force should reach at the body of the sword and the palm face in or out. Straight arm rise. When thrust upward, the straightened arm should be in line with the sword. Force comes out from the tip of the sword. Point. Right wrist flips up so that the sword tip swings forward and points forward, and the force reaches at the tip of the sword, the arm straightened. Tilt. Drop right wrist and the sword tip thrusts upward, called tit. The tip of the sword is no higher than head, and the force comes out from the tip of the sword. Whether intercept front upward, front downward, or back downward, the force should come out from the upper part of the sword. Intercept upward and down upward. Down backward, intercept sword. Holding sword. When hold the sword near the chest, called holding sword. If the sword tip points to the right side, it is called tip side holding. If the sword tip points to the upward, called tip up holding. And if the sword tip points forward, called tip forward holding. Withdraw. When doing this, the sword moves back sideward or upward, and the force reaches at the body of the sword. Pierce. After passing by front of the chest, the sword tip pierces forward with a curved line without touching body. The force reaches at the sword tip. Back pierce. Twist forearm inward and pierces backward. The sword tip should be lower than knee, but not touch the ground. The force comes out from the tip of the sword. Horizontal cut. The sword moves sideward horizontally. The arm straightened, and the force comes out from the body of the sword. Sweep. The sword sweeps sideward, called sweep. The whole sword should be lower than knee, but not touch the floor. The force comes out from the body of the sword. Sweeping in spinning body. While spinning body, one or more circles. Figure 8. Circle sword horizontally at both front sideward of the body. The force focuses on the sword tip Reverse figure 8. Circle sword horizontally at both front upsides of the body. And the fourth, focus on the sword tip. Sword finger. The index and the middle fingers stretched together. The ring and the little fingers fully bent